Yo, what is going on? Good morning, this is Andrew, ZERODRAWDREW, Pepcast Administration. Welcome back to another video. If you're new, like this, subscribe. It'll keep us motivated to drop this content out every day. Let's get into it. So, it is Sunday, July 24th, 2022. So let's get into it. So, we got to keep in mind that we have 1 week left before, we get a new monthly candle. So, things can technically close bearish on the monthly chart, but looking at the weekly chart right now, we closed below, came back into value. So right now, it's looking like we want to hold some support, right? On the daily chart, like I said, we're watching that 600 level right there. We took it out, we came back in value, and now we're holding it. One thing I do notice is we have that U-like resistance. So all buyer liquidity is above that level overall. So now when we drop it down to the hourly chart, one thing I do notice is we got this inverted like crown pattern right here, which all seller liquidity is below that 1.18650 support level over there. So we can see bears get trapped over there in the beginning of the week, right? So like I said, on the hourly chart, we got that inverted like crown pattern, but looking within the crown pattern, within the inverted crown pattern, we have a crown pattern. So we have this crown pattern on the short term, so all buyer liquidity is above this right shoulder and this 230 U resistance. So we can see potential bull traps to that level to look for the sell down to one of the support levels listed. One thing I do notice is we can see bulls get trapped right here where this trend line is. So keep in mind of that level because that's where all buyer liquidity is overall. So wait for a session. I would wait for a session. Maybe price will start to rally, trap bulls above there, and then come back down and play it by day as we approach certain support levels. We're watching this support level. We're watching, the neckline, and overall we're watching the inverted crown neckline at that 1.18750 support level. So what you guys really want to do is, like I said, there is no bias in general. You just want to wait for your session and kind of play it by day. But looking at the overall trend of this, I do think that we want to start to find support and start to squeeze up to these levels listed after all seller liquidity is grabbed. So I do think, Monday into Tuesday, we might drop into these values, trap bears below there, and then start to squeeze up to that trend line and the levels above. So that is GBP USD, GBP JPY. GBP JPY has been in a weekly range for the last 3-4 weeks. So we don't have any bias with GBP JPY in general. We've been talking about this in the group chat. I said look for potential bull traps to that 165.700 support level. We had support, we came back into value, and then we crashed from that level, as you can see. Looking at the hourly chart, on the daily chart, as you can see, we crashed back into the value. So it is reading bearish momentum still, but on the hourly chart, I don't see any reasons to continue shorting at the moment unless we get price action, into London session. So looking at the 15-minute chart, all buyer liquidity is above, that U resistance at that 850 high. All seller liquidity is below this trend line and this support level right here. So I would wait for a session, like London session or New York session. Maybe look for bear traps to that level for the buy opportunity up, or look for bull traps there for the sell opportunity down. But there is no bias, so you guys just want to react to the levels and play it by day. Keep in mind that GBP JPY has been in this range over the past three weeks. So this is something I normally really wouldn't want to mess with. But if you got to mess with it, like I said, react to the levels and play it by day, right? So that is GBP JPY. Next, we're on Euro USD. Euro USD, we dropped, down to historic lows. Dollar is really hitting historic highs, but like I said, we dropped to historic lows. So we're at a level where we could start to turn around, right? Look at this, Euro USD hasn't hit these levels since. Look. Last time we hit these levels was 2002. When we're at like historic fucking lows right now. So we got to start to turn around, or there's a chance that the end of the world is near. Just kidding. Alright, so On the weekly chart, we got that little impulse wave to the upside after that crash. So right now things are looking to hold support, but like I said, we got to keep in mind it is the end of the month, so things can close bearish, right? On the daily chart, we rejected this level, took out the rejections, and now we're looking to hold this level, but we're in this range on the daily chart. So as you can see, again, we have no bias with Euro USD. We have this trend line up here, as you can see, at that 500 resistance level, which is the retest of, the previous resistance levels at this high over here. That's the same level as that, just the numbers are a little off, but all buyer liquidity overall is at that high. So I do think price wants to come up and retest that high at least, but looking at the hourly chart, we're in a range, so there's no reason to look for a buy right now. In fact, we are reading this crown-like pattern within an inverted crown pattern, similar to the way GBP USD is reading, with that same support looking level at that level right there, and then a crown within the inverted crown. So, like I said, these things are usually correlated, so you just want to play it by day. So like I said, similar to GBP USD, wait for a session and kind of play it by day. I do think overall we want to push up to that, resistance level and that trend line right there. But I do think short term we might want to drop to the neckline of that crown pattern, maybe through this level, trap bears there, and then, into the middle of the week we might want to squeeze up to that 500 level. So like I said, guys, wait for a session and just kind of react and play it by day, right? So that is Euro USD. Last but not least, gold. Gold. So I've been talking about this too. So gold, we've been dropping, but we never dropped through that 1673 support level. So we can technically still drop through that level, right? But I do think short term we might want to find support. Looking at the daily chart, we trapped bears. We came back into this 1721 key support level, and we're reading a U resistance at 1751 resistance level. So I do think overall price may want to push up to that 1751 resistance level and that trend line above there. That's where all buyer liquidity is, and then we could kind of play it by day from that level. If we get a bull trap on a daily chart, we could look for the sell back down, but overall I do think price wants to push up to that 1751 resistance level. That doesn't mean buy it to that resistance level, because I do think we might pull back short term in the beginning of the week first. So look for that support level. That support level is that 1721 support level. So coming onto the hourly chart, we got this crown-like pattern at that 1721 support level. So I could see bears potentially get trapped below that level, but overall seller liquidity is below that 1710. So I would wait for a reaction during a session of your choice and kind of play it by day. I do think that price might want to drop down to there, trap bears, and then push up to that 1751 resistance level. But like I said, nothing is confirmed, so you guys just want to wait for a session and react and play it by day. Remember, you have to wait for the bear traps. Don't automatically buy wicks or sell wicks or whatever. If you want to know how to do that shit, I teach it, but I'm not going to try to sell you the fucking course, because I don't want people thinking, I only make money on the course. If you want to know how to fucking actually do this, DM me. It's only $100. I don't want your fucking money. And let's get this shit fucking popping. Make sure you like this, subscribe, keep us motivated, drop this content out every other day. Sorry if I'm a little scratchy with this shit. I haven't been posting fucking weekly videos every single week because I've been trying to start my motherfucking life, right? I'm free. I'm a financial free fucking trader. I'm trying to start my life. Last thing I want to fucking do is give all my time to fucking social media and all that other bullshit. So, guys, if you have any questions, feel free, shoot me a DM, Instagram.com/ZeroDrawDrew. I want to help all of you guys out because I want to see all of you motherfuckers succeed. Alright? So, we'll see you when I see you. Love you. Have a great week. Good luck. And like I said, if you got questions, shoot me that message. Peace.